Paul, plenty happening in the sports hall today, which is a sign that the start of the season is getting ever closer. How are you and how are the guys feeling ahead of the final pre-season friendly?
Yeah, good, thanks. Everyone's sort of coming back. We've got Wash back. Tom's back training today. Sibs, unfortunately, and Callum won't be till next week, but Callum will have a good week in him next week. So in that respect, good. Lads are sort of getting the messaging. We obviously had a really unsecretive game this week. No drama. It was just like a training match, so that was good. But more minutes into the lads, got through that unscathed, which is pleasing. And yeah, sort of all the faffy things going on today, ain't there? I'd like them to get back on the grass. But yeah, in a good place. Looking forward to the season. Sincerely, because we've got a good team together, good squad together, but we're still a couple short.
Physically, is everybody hitting the metrics and the things that you and the sports science guys want them to be doing?
Yeah, sort of, yeah. I mean, I always want more, don't I? So if we get 12K, I want 13. If we get 13, I want 14. But yeah, the lads have been training really well. Like, I've been really pleased with their attitude throughout season, to be fair. Off-season and pre-season have been really good. If they weren't, I'd be brave enough to say it on here, because I've no doubt the lads watch the odd interview I do. So, but no, they've been really good, in a good place. And in fairness, although we've got a small squad, and the Birdies, the Conor Hourihans, the Coreys, really, they've all played the most minutes. But they're the key players, so I can't complain.
Just on the squad, there is a new face sort of with you this week in Martin Wagwell. Can you just explain that situation for us?
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, my son told me someone took it. It's unbelievable here, and it's like MI5. The Derby fans are unbelievable. Who is that in the background of a photo? Yeah, very simple. Waggy played last week in Fozzie's testimonial. I really liked him. I liked him as a lad. I liked all them Derby players, to be fair. It's their football club. They're kindly letting us work here for a bit. So I just liked who he was. I liked him as a kid. I realised he's out of contract. I realised he lives not far away, and I just thought, you should always treat your ex-players with respect. So I invited him in to train, and I was completely open with him and said, look, if you sign for someone tomorrow, you go with my blessing. There might be something here for you, there might not be. Just train, play in the games, and if we can help each other out, great. And that's exactly as it's been. I think he was really good in the game midweek, and he's only trained 2 days, so we'll see. But like I said, it's more of I'm helping him out, and not in a patronising way, but it's hard to train on your own as a footballer, and he's had a great career, and he's been a good servant to the club. So a friend of Fozzie's a friend of mine. So that is all there is. There's no smoke and mirrors. I can't be any more candid.
The countdown to the start of the season is on. You've got one more game to come. What are you looking for from this final pre-season friendly on Saturday?
Well, it'll be a tough game on Saturday. I know they played Tuesday night, Wednesday night, half and half. Their first team, I presume they'll come pretty strong against us. And I know what Hecky's like, because he was quite passionate when they played Chelsea. So I know that they'll come all guns blazing. So from that respect, it's just a really good test for the lads. And I just want them to get through fit, obviously, and with confidence. They've played really well this pre-season. Some of the performances have been really good. And obviously, the system we're currently playing with the wing-backs, they have to show a real energy, and predominantly that's been Tomo and Joe, so that's good. Getting crosses in the box, I expect us to flood the box, counter-attack really well, and be vigilant on set pieces for and against. But really, just for the lads to enjoy playing at Pride Park, get a feeling of it. I know all the new lads who played last week in the testimonial loved it, and are looking forward to it being a full house. I appreciate it won't be for a friendly, but just get used to the surroundings, really. And that's all I really want, them to get through it, get a little bit more understanding, like we're doing a debrief about the game from Tuesday in a minute. So just get another layer, and really to leave the stadium Saturday at 5, 6 o'clock, thinking, right, I'm looking forward to next week. Got used to it, and get the season going.
You mentioned Liam Thompson. How pleased have you been with him and playing that unfamiliar role that he's been doing?
Yeah, really, really pleased. It wasn't, and I'd like to think Tomo would say the same thing. It wasn't me who put him out on loan last year. He came and begged and pleaded that he wanted to play, and you want your players to be like that. You don't want them to be happy that they're out of the team, but you also understand that they want to play, and he wants to forge himself a career. So he went out on loan at the end of the season. It wasn't a great loan for him, and that's the honest truth. But so I thought, he's going to have to come back in and really stand up. But he has. I think he's been really good. And like wing-back literally is the We used to call it the position of death, because you have to run up and down and people don't notice how hard it is, and it is so hard, because when the right wing back crosses it, I want my left wing back in the box. When they attack, I want my left wing back in the defending box. That's really tough, and he's filled in really. It wasn't I sat there at the start of pre-season and thought, oh, Tomo would be a good left wing back. It wasn't the case, but he's done really well, and it makes you look at him in a different light, really. That's probably the most honest I can be. I think he's done really, really well, and put himself in a good position to, ask for a starting place next week. I know Callum's a week away, and Kane's been playing on that side as well, so we've got a few options to look at. But Tomo's definitely done his credibility here no end of good.